All right, set to go here with a couple of Mustangs in lanes 1 and 2 and one of those brand new Gazoo Racing Toyotas. Over there in lane 4, Alexis DeJoria for Bandero. Rocket Phone's going to have that side of the strip at Las Vegas to herself, while Jason Rupert and Stephen Densham get their cars plugged in, set, and ready to go. Rupert right now sitting in the number 15 spot. Densham, if you recall, shut off after the burnout in qualifying session number 1. I went down and talked to Gary in between rounds, said, what happened? He said, it simply twisted the oil pump shaft. I said, could you find a reason for it? And he said, no. Normally, when you have a situation like that, you'll find a little piece of debris, something caught in the pump that'll lock the pump up and turn the shaft in half. But said, couldn't find anything wrong with it. They've got the shaft replaced, and they're ready to rock. Signal goes out to fire them up. The bump spot you see down there on the scoreboard, 1189. That is Terry Haddock's number. Not exactly the most intimidating number in the world, but since Stephen Densham has not yet made a run, he is not yet qualified for the field.
Second half of last year, Alan, as you know, Alexis DeJoria really came into her own. That whole team really gelled. They got some wins, factored into the championship by taking out Matt Hagan, and now the GR Supra body on the car. That thing is going to perform very well once they get used to it. It's just about finding that sweet spot. But my eyes are on Alexis this year as a breakout. She's had success here in Vegas a couple of times. This is a happy place for her. Bandero Premium Tequila, Rocket Phones, as you always talk about. This will be a perfect place for them to break out.
Now, right now, she needs to do basically what Blake Alexander just did, and that's go down and get the baseline run after they didn't make it down in the first qualifying session. I think having 4 makes everybody feel a little bit better about that. And for those who may be wondering, part of the reason that there are 4 qualifying sessions is because that there are 4 lanes here. And they want to give all the competitors an opportunity to have at least one shot at each lane before you get into eliminations. In a perfect world, you wouldn't want to have to go into round number 1 of eliminations being in a lane that you've never made a run in. So that's where we're at right now. Jason Rupert trying to move up. Stephen Densham trying to move in. Alexis DeJoria looking for that 3-second zone. Parachute out for Densham. 396 for Alexis, and something's flying around down there at the top. And what is that? Whee! I think that was a hatch off the hood of the car. Alexis DeJoria goes 3.961, 322 miles an hour. Something goes sailing through the sky down there at the other end. Jason Rupert goes 412 at 309. Densham goes 421 at 267. So for the moment, Densham in the field in the number 16 spot. And, yeah, it looks like it was the hood panel. And we'll take another look at that in a second. First, let's go to the starting line.
And we're down here with Del Worsham. He's taking a look up there watching Stephen Densham's car. But Alexis's car goes down there, goes 396. How do you think that compares to what we'll see the rest of the session?
You're definitely probably going to see runs. Last session we saw runs quicker than that, so I'm sure we will again. But not getting down the first run definitely made us nervous. So we needed a good run down the track so tomorrow we can try to improve our position and do well. And I really wish that was our first run, not that bad run. Once in a while, it's got to lay up a little bit and do what you got to do. But for Bandero and Toyota and all of our family, everybody's here. It's a good run down the track, and hopefully that'll be something to shoot for as far as qualifying goes.
Watch this again on the NHRA.TV replay. Watch all the way on the left side of the screen. Alexis makes a good, solid run out there. There you see this parachute come out on Stephen Densham's car. And as they close in on the finish line, whee! The panel came out of the hood. Apparently they need some 322-mile-an-hour tape. There you see the Midwest Factory Finishes car. They're double-checking, making sure they got all the fire out under the hood down there. And it'll be just a second before we continue on.